You need a stuffed chicken. I don't recommend doing this as a live chicken. And you need a kid's bowling set. Now, the way this works is it's kind of a combination of soccer and maybe ice hockey and bowling and chickens. And what you do is, if you're the goalie, you have to hold the chicken between your knees, and if the chicken drops, you lose. And then you have to protect the pins. Somebody's going to bowl at them, and your job is to keep as many pins standing as you want. You can use your hands and everything. So what happens is someone stands at the end of the hall, and you get to throw both bowling balls at the same time. And you can see this guy's very bad. First of all, he's not wearing the protective headgear, which is a big mistake, because you are allowed to bounce the balls off the wall in the hall. But you can see the one ball's already behind him. There's only 3 pins standing. There's another ball coming. He's a terrible player. But yeah, so chicken, soccer, bowling. You guys can play this at home now. It's a really cool game. And the last one is Tombstone Hold'em. It's a kind of poker. I know some of you guys have played it. This is a kind of poker you can only play in cemeteries. Here's how it works. First, you learn how to read a playing card in any tombstone. So, for example, rounded at top means it's a heart, and then the year of death is the face value. So this poor gentleman died in 1887, so this would be a 7 of hearts. If 2 or more people are buried in the same grave, that's a jack. 3 or more is a queen, 4 or more is an ace. So this would be a jack of diamonds, because it's flat on top. So what you do is you come to the cemetery with your playing cards and your poker chips, and it's kind of like Texas Hold'em, except you play it in reverse. So you lay out the entire 5 shared cards at the start, and then you and your partner have to pick any 2 pocket cards you want. So looking at this here, you know, I see 4 diamonds. Maybe you want to make a flush, so you'll go look for a diamond. Or I think we have almost a straight here, a 3, a 4, a 6. Maybe you go look for a 5 and a 7. So you run out through the cemetery looking for the tombstones that match the cards that you want. When you find them, you have to be able to physically connect them with your partner. So here they found 2 tombstones together, so they're claiming those 2 tombstones for their hand. Sometimes you find stones that aren't as near each other, so you have to get a little bit creative. You've just 2 minutes to find your hand, and then everybody shows each other their hands, and the team that has the best hand wins, collects all their poker chips. It's really awesome. It's a good game to play with your family. Seriously. Or with hundreds of your closest friends, we sometimes do in the Bay Area. Okay, dude, you totally know 3 cool new games that you didn't know before. Bark ball, chicken, soccer, bowling, and Tombstone Hold'em. Don't say I never taught you anything. Okay. But back to the death-defying, life-changing, epic monster Keynote. I'm not sure I can tell you what the title is yet, but let's keep going. Okay, as you may know, we spend 3 billion hours a week playing video games. And I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, is it really worth it? Is this a good investment of our time?
Hell yeah!
I don't know, you know, a lot of people think that games are a waste of time, and really be honest with yourself. There's been a weekend, no, think about it. There's been one weekend where you didn't leave the house, you didn't really even leave the couch, every weekend sometimes. And occasionally, we maybe feel a little bit guilty. We feel a little bit of doubt. Was this the most productive way for me to spend my time? And there are a lot of people who look at gamers like us and they worry, right? I'm sure everybody's had somebody say to them once, you know, is this addicting? Are you distracted from what really matters in real life? And then there's this weird, horrible stereotype about gamers that, you know, we're not good at life, but we're really good at games, and so we'll just keep playing our games, and it doesn't really matter if we're not awesome at life. But this is completely stupid, of course. I'm here to talk about why none of this is true. Some of you might have seen me attempt to trade Stephen Colbert of this idea that playing games is the single most productive thing we can do with our time. And I suggested that, in fact, instead of only spending 3 billion hours a week playing games, we should spend 21 billion hours a week playing games. Yeah, I get that number. I think we should aspire for half the planet, or 3 billion people, to spend an hour a day playing games. I think that would be a totally legitimate goal. So that's what I do, 21 hours a week, and he thought that was a great idea. No, he didn't. He thought that was a crazy idea. But you know, let's think about this. How crazy is it? Okay, everyone in this room will almost certainly have spent 10,000 hours playing games by the age of 21, which if you didn't know, that's exactly the number of hours that you spend in the classroom for all of middle school and high school. So that's pretty awesome. Well, it's like a parallel track of education. But when I heard the statistic, which was from a Carnegie Mellon University researchers, yes, CMU is so good for games, I did start to wonder, does 10,000 hours of playing computer and video games have side effects? I mean, it might, right? Because that's a lot. So I thought I would share with you some of the side effects from science of what playing computer and video games are. So in fact, the title of this keynote is The Top Secret Science of Why Games Make You Awesome 101. Science. It's just that the mainstream media has not done a very good job of sharing the science with the public. So maybe you all can help take the science and share it with people you know. The other thing is,